Hello and welcome. Today we will be visiting the cities of Newark and Jersey City in New Jersey to determine which has the better light rail. We start with Newark. The Newark Light Rail is composed of two lines, the Newark City Subway and the Broad Street Extension. The system dates back to 1935, when the first line opened as the Newark City Subway. Technically, it's a subway surface line, like the one under Market Street in Philadelphia. It was extended to Penn Station in 1937, 2 years after it opened. Between 1954 and 2001, Newark used PCCs from the Twin Cities as their primary rolling stock until they were replaced by the Kinky Chariot LRVs, similar to the HBLR. The Broad Street extension opened in 2006 and connects the two downtown NJT rail stations of Newark Penn Station and Newark Broad Street Station. It was meant to be the first phase of a link to Elizabeth, but the rest was never built. Alright, New Jersey Transit Machine. English. Let's go with a good $10. Check out. Credit and debit. Alright, and I'm not going to show my card. So I paid, but it didn't give me a ticket. Okay, what the hell? I'm just trying to add mine. Okay, I gotta pay again. Yay, another. Alright, and $18 later, I got my tickets. These tickets, I got 3 of them because I'm probably going to be taking 3 trips. Should have been $8, but I tried to spend $10 just to add value to my thing. But I spent $10 and it didn't give me anything. So that's my money wasted. So I'm a little bit pissed off, but I can file a chargeback later. So that is going to be some points off for charging me but not giving me a ticket. So I hope this one is staying.
For riding the Newark Light Rail. This is the train to Hoboken Park. You must have a valid ticket to ride this train. Please
I guess this train is short turning. I didn't realize so much of this was underground. I thought it was just in the Newark Penn Station. Kind of reminds me of Seattle a little bit. I mean, I've never been on that one, but I've seen videos on it. I haven't really been too much on the West Coast, mostly the East. But yeah, another complaint that I have with this is the sound that the doors make when they're closing.
A valid ticket to ride this train.
Is ear piercing. It's so bad. Here we go. Now we're above ground.
Now entering Norfolk Street. Now entering Orange Street. Now entering Hoboken Park.
This is Branch Brook Park Station, and this is not the end of the line, but it's where our train short turned, so hopefully I'll be able to catch a train to Grove Street after this one. This seems to be a major bus interchange here. There's a side platform, an island platform, although it does have a fence, and then another side platform over there. I also like the color scheme of this station. I feel like the green works really well with the light rail station and with the bus station. It's quite nice. So this is the island platform.
This is the train to Penn Station. You must have a valid ticket to ride this train.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be a Spanish solution because that one doesn't open on this side. We got another exit. We got another exit here. We got this platform which is closed, so can't go in there. We got an exit up this way. This is a nice long ramp. So I'm gonna go ahead and head back to the platform and wait for a train to Grove Street so that I can say I've ridden the whole line. Alright, perfect. The transit app says that a train to Grove Street will be arriving in 1 minute. So, plop down on these benches here. They are hostile, but I mean, I'm only gonna be here for a minute. So I noticed something kind of interesting on the tracks. You see those things down there on the side of the track? It's only on one side. Those like little triangle things. If any New Jersey or Newark natives or people from here can tell me why that is or what those are for, please leave it down in the comments. I'm actually really interested to know what those are used for. Because I genuinely have no idea. There's this weird sound. Kind of sounds like a car turn signal. I don't know if y'all can hear it on camera, but if y'all can, I don't know if these things have turn signals, but... Alright, and I'm at Grove Street. There's another train leaving right there. So this is, I mean, I would say a pretty average island platform terminus station. It has a couple bus stops at the end here, but I mean, it just kind of ends. You have a track here that is unelectrified. If anyone knows what that used to be a part of, feel free to let me know down in the comments. Alright, so now I'm going to head back to Penn Station, Newark Penn Station. Now, it was at this point that I was approached by a staff member and asked why I was filming. I responded with that I was a transit enthusiast making content for YouTube. He then accused me of being a terrorist. Yeah, I found the whole interaction incredibly rude. And I will be docking points from Newark for it.
Now entering Washington Street.
So this is Washington Street, an underground station on the Newark light rail. You got ticket machines, ticket validators, got a blank passenger information screen. Let's see if they have it on the other side. Oh, they do. Here we go. Oh, there's no mezzanine. Oh, it's just... Oh yeah, this is like a cut and cover subway. This kind of reminds me of the Green Line in Boston, just with newer trains and much more obnoxious sounding doors. So I'm probably gonna hop back on the train to Penn Station. And then I'll see, maybe I'll try to take a train from Broad Street, or maybe I'll try to take one from Penn Station to Hoboken. We'll see which one comes first. I'm choosing for Broad, but if I get Penn, that's fine. So it was at this point where I realized that I had a 0-minute connection at Newark Broad Street to a New Jersey Transit train to Hoboken, but that didn't deter me. I did it anyway. So here's how that went. There's where my train is supposed to leave from, and I don't see a train in there. So we either missed it by a lot, or, oh no, never mind, there's a train. Yeah, I think that might be my train. Come on, open the doors. What the hell? My train. No, 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 no. So, yeah, went great. Alright, I am now at Hoboken. I just got off the PATH train. So I'm going to make my way over to the light rail. Oh wait, this is a Newark light rail ticket. Hold up. Alright, and alright, it worked. So the doors just closed, and one thing I am noticing is, so far the door close noise on these trains are not quite as ear-piercing as the ones on the Newark light rail. So, plus a couple points for that. The Hudson-Bergen light rail is composed of 3 lines, although one of them only runs on weekdays. The HBLR is a lot newer than the Newark light rail, as it opened in 2000. It runs on the waterfront in Jersey City, as well as more inland in Hoboken, and reaches as far south as Bayonne and as far north as North Bergen. Sadly, because of time constraints, I was only able to ride the trunk section from Hoboken to Liberty State Park. One thing I noticed while riding is that the trains are incredibly long for light rail. Also, at least when I rode it, I noticed some really high frequencies, like every 15 minutes. Now, before y'all yell at me in the comments, every 15 minutes is not bad for most areas. Normally, I wouldn't call these high frequencies, but in comparison to transit across the Hudson, mainly the New York City subway, the frequencies aren't great. And I don't know if they're always like that, but that was my experience. Let me know down in the comments if you had a different experience. Alright, next stop is Liberty State Park. Sadly, I'm not going all the way to the end, because frankly, I don't have the time.
This stop, Liberty State Park.
Okay, so apparently this station is a park and ride, but I chose to... Okay, so one thing to keep in mind when writing this line, which I just found out the hard way, is the low frequencies. I'm trying to get a train up to more on the north side, just to see what the stations up there look like. They're probably pretty similar. But you know, just north of Hoboken. But they come every 15 minutes. So, really, I can only ride to like 2nd Street or 9th Street with having enough time to get back to New York City and do the rest of the stuff I wanted to do today. So, yeah, I'm not gonna get to see quite as much, but alright, so the schedules are not working in my favor. Yeah, I'm gonna have another 15-minute wait on the other end. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take this train to Newport and just catch the path from there into the city, because I do need to be at Grand Central at a specific time, because I do have plans later today that I do need to attend to, and if I don't make it to those plans, well, that's gonna suck. So yeah, I'm gonna have to cut the Hudson-Bergen light rail short. Now, while both these systems come pretty close, I would have to say the Hudson-Bergen light rail wins for me. It has more route coverage, and the vehicles have a higher capacity. I also didn't have any rude interactions with the staff there. I didn't love the frequencies, but from someone who rides MARTA a lot, I might be biased. Now, as for the Newark light rail, I liked how it ran in a subway downtown. What I didn't like were the obnoxiously loud door closing noise and the rude interaction I had with staff. I found it incredibly rude and just, frankly, unprofessional. Anyways, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like and subscribe. And if I got any of the information in this video wrong, feel free to respectfully correct me. I don't like negativity. But yeah, thanks for watching.